Hello and welcome everybody to Red Violet TV. I am, of course, your host, TK. There's yelling outside. I have my window open because it's a nice day, and I think I'm allowed. Sorry, I'm adjusting my volume here. Right. Today I'm planning on actually getting a lot done. With regards to the stream. The game. Because I want to play Starfield again, but also I started playing this and I might as well finish it. I don't know how often I'm going to be streaming this. More likely you'll be able to catch me playing it on other friends' channels. But today, we're going to drive some cars, knock out a couple of playlists. Last time I streamed, it was cut a little short, but we were in the middle of the Vintage Garage playlist. After that, I think all we have left now is Liberty Walk, Lamborghini, Motorsport, and one other. Let me look at my activities list here so I can just double check. Oh yeah, Dream Cars, starring Supercar Blondie. So I did make a couple of tweaks. The main one is that I muted all voices. Kara isn't as bad as I think other people say she is. Your AI assistant. She's better than your AI assistant from Forza Horizon, but that doesn't make her good. She is still quite annoying. It's not her fault. She was programmed that way. But I don't know, I just kind of got sick of the voiceover, so I tried to correct it. Also, I have been desperately trying to figure out what I am supposed to do in order to address the flashing trees. No source on that, basically. I've not been able to find anything significant in terms of solutions. I have changed around a bunch of graphical settings, up and down, trying to figure out why it is tree shadows are so weird. And it's just trees and foliage. Right? It's not... No other textures are having this issue at present. Like, the roads are fine, shadows on any other surface are fine, but there's just something with the way shadows interpolate on trees that makes it difficult to for the game to render. And I can't figure out exactly what is causing that issue. So I apologize if the trees flickering annoys you, because it annoys me too. My God, does it annoy me too. But without further ado, why don't we blast some lo-fi and drive around Hawaii? You know what I want to do? I want to change this to that one. I also want to double check filters. I just want to see. I don't think there's a need to have... I made this image transparent on purpose. There's no need to have the filter. So we're just doing some chill driving. There's a couple of like little challenges and stuff that I have left to grind out, but I'm not going to do a ton of them on stream just because I feel like that's going to be boring. Rather, what I'm going to do is knock out some smaller stuff off stream. But I'm here, so I'm going to collect some collectibles. Let me guess, this is America? Yeah. America! 11 stars to collect, which means that according to American Muscle, there's only 11 states. Is Hawaii one of them? The people of Hawaii would argue no. But they would also argue, hey, if we're going to count as a state, then maybe you should send us some support. And maybe also, if you're going to do that, maybe send Puerto Rico, make Puerto Rico a state and send them some support. But anyway, let's finish up. We're heading into the 1970s now, and that is over here. I can just fast travel now, so I am going to. All right, we're doing it in the Fair Lady. A beautiful car, genuinely. So just doing a chill little drive in our off-road Fair Lady Z. There's actually an interesting history with this car in America, mostly because for the longest time it was referred to as a Datsun. And that's because, in case you didn't know, Nissan was very, very worried about how America would react to a very Japanese car company trying to introduce themselves into America post-World War II, and decided to rebrand under a new name at the time, which was Datsun. And I don't think they went back to Nissan in America until, like, the 80s? Maybe. So there was a whole era of Nissan vehicles that were imported to America with Datsun badges. But they're ostensibly the same car. But that badge has like a very specific nostalgia of xenophobia. But it's like how I kind of get defensive. Like, people get defensive about Datsun the same way I get defensive about Acura. Like, I window shop used cars a lot. Some of the used cars that I window shop are Acuras, because I'm a big Honda fan, but I like the Acura brand. And people will put Type R badges on RSXs and Integras. And I know it's a Honda, but that doesn't look or feel right to see a Type R, like a Honda Type R badge on an Integra. Because that's an Acura. You wouldn't put them on a Legend. On an ILX. Same with Scions. I don't see people swapping Scion badges for Toyota badges. It is a genuine shame that they lost the Lancia license, because I imagine if they were trying to do a 70s rally course for this vintage garage, they would have put a Lancia in there. Not to say that the Fairlady wasn't a good rally car, but like, when you think of iconic 70s rally, you're probably thinking of Lancia. I got the title American Fighter because I fight every American I see. Also, I lost a bit of money because I bought into the Lamborghini playlist, which gonna knock out after Liberty Walk, I think. And I was talking about this car. What is this boy? This is the IVT Falcon R 1200R. Because there's a couple of these side-by-sides now that you can get from Ivory Tower. Which I'll remind you is not a car manufacturer. It is the developers. There's two rally raids. There's the Adventure Edition and just the standard. And then the road version, the Street Tier 2. And I love this little thing. The sickest part about it, as you can see, is it's got a little display on the back. It shows kilometers and your gear instead of just miles. Sick jump. But when you go first person, you can see that the wheel has colored Xbox buttons. Oh, but skibby-dibby. I went for a very... when you pick the stock colors, it changes the colors of the roll cage. So there's this dark silver with yellow, and I went for a yellow livery to kind of try to match it cohesively. Brings it all together, you know? Driving a 70s Ferrari versus a heavily modified Porsche. This thing feels pretty good, though. No map. Oh yeah, I also turned off assists, racing lines. I was using the brake assist, but getting rid of it gives me like an extra 3 or 4% XP. And I didn't have it in the crew too. So he's fucking gone, huh? He's just fucking gone. I can't go any faster. Pretty sure I'm topped out. We ain't done yet. I didn't hear no bell. So yeah, I can only really assume that the shadow effect on foliage has to be a graphics card issue. I'm using an AMD card as opposed to an NVIDIA, which I imagine this was optimized for because it automatically turns on RTX, which I do not believe is supported at all. Speaking of talking about computer shit, keep it steady. Speaking of talking about computer shit, though, I picked up a keyboard recently. I don't have it yet. I just ordered it earlier this morning. And it took me a lot of configuring on Keychron's website to get one that was actually relatively cheap. I started in the 400s and genuinely debated it before I decided, nah, and went down to a more sensible number. So the board itself, I bought a bare bones board with hot swappable keys. I then bought the switches and the caps, totaling $180 after shipping, because they only have the one shipping option. But it was $180 total, and that is actually technically cheaper than my current keyboard, which I think I paid around $200 for. This Leopold that I got from mechanicalkeyboards.com. What up, Gabe? Oh, this one's fun. I was just right there. I'm not going to fast travel for that. I keep spinning my camera around as if where my camera faces determines where the compass goes, or the map, but it doesn't. Eating brekkie? I feel you. Here we fucking go, bud. So you just gotta go off the pictures. But we got the neon vibes of the 80s. So I was checking around, because a couple of people have pointed out that if you complete certain challenges on playlists, you get the ability to change what sounds your car makes. And there's some interesting ones. For one, completing the drift playlist gets you a rotary. Doing the Made in Japan playlist gives you a 2J. The American Muscle gives you a V8. But if you complete the Electric Odyssey challenges, you can get an electric motor sound for all cars, which I think would be kind of hilarious. I'm out here driving RC cars. I've electric converted every vehicle. Yeah. I made the turn. It does still fuck me up that this is a car that's considered old. Like, it's past my generation, but I still can't believe that the Pontiac Firebird is like a retro car now, or a vintage. Retro's 20. I'm pretty sure. So, you know, 2000s era cars are becoming retro. I lived, bitch. I kind of wish you could keep these speedos after this playlist. Like, if I had the option to change them. Because I like this speedo. Finally back on road. Now, I am missing half the experience by basically deleting the voiceover. But the actual routes are pretty fun to drive. And I like this little thing that Vintage does. I like having hints as to where the checkpoints are rather than being given, like, a direct straight line kind of thing, right? I think it's neat. Especially since this is basically how I drive without a GPS. Or not drive, just get anywhere without a GPS. I'm just like, alright, visual identifiers that I recognize. Where are they? Well, also speedy and swerving. Yeah, me on my bike, I'm going 130 in oncoming traffic. You know me. What up, Ryu? I mean, that sounds like a real thing, but no, I mean my pedal bike. Oh, it was almost nice. This game needs a crop top. There, I said it. You're doing all right? Good. Oh, I see a thing I didn't get. These ghosts give me a heart attack every time. Oh, it's an electric thing, because this is a... A lot of the collectibles are very much in specific spots. Like, the drift ones are all around, like, little roundabouts. All the Electric Odyssey collectibles are at power stations. It's cute. There's a thing I want to do quick. I want to make this slightly bigger. I also want to move chat to the bottom because I was watching Lily's stream and I really like it there. There's chat. I don't know. I think it makes more sense up top. Sorry, I'm just looking at my shit. Where do I have my timer? Right there. Okay. And music. Sure, good enough. I basically locked everything except for my little avatar, so I can move him around. And I have him in his current position, so I don't cover up any vital information on screen. Yeah, so your prize car from this is a Shelby Cobra, but you never drive the Cobra for this playlist. A little funny. Ooh, my frames. My frames, they don't like it. Every time I see the F40 now, I'm just reminded of the Lego version from Horizon 4. Because, like, I'm not a big Ferrari guy, but the F40 sure is the car, you know? There's something about its shape, its design, its silhouette. It's just the car, right? It is probably the most stereotypical fast car I can think of. Like, because most modern supercars, hypercars, and all that, they are faster, they are better, but they don't have a look, you know? I mean, like, you know a Lamborghini's a Lamborghini, a McLaren's a McLaren, Ferrari is a Ferrari, but, like, this is the car. It's the race car, the sports car, the big red fast machine. I don't like it, but I respect it, you know? If I ever saw an F40 in real life, I'd lose my mind. Because I'll be like, how the hell did you survive? Just like everything about it. It is iconic. It's not what I think of when I think of 80s. That's the Countach. And it's not my Ferrari. My Ferrari is the Testarossa. But, like, I don't know. Like I said, the F40 just has cemented itself as the car of cars, right? It's the poster. It's the default. It's it do the race. And I get my Shelby. Let's just go ahead and look at the challenges. So you got the vintage tire, vintage window tint, flat 4 oldie engine, old timer. Quite a few challenges. What I want to knock out next is Liberty Walk. Because I want my funny M4. But while we're here, let's fuck up a Cobra. I don't even know what that color is, but I'm into it. Plain hood. I want the cross-out lights for sure. Let's do like these blackout accessories. I'm into this. No mirrors. I don't need to look back. It's kind of a little sad spoiler. What about the inside? Let's do a white. What have people done for liveries? We've got a few stripes in here. Some blackouts. 69, nice. Not a whole lot of stuff that jumps out at me. I don't really want to do a stripe, you know? America. I need something that fits the vibe of this dark purple. The flames, though. The flames kind of go hard, but... Let's go for something a little nicer. Fuck yeah, dude. Skull. Like I said, I want to avoid the stripes just because they're so overdone. Oh, there is this one surfing livery that would be interesting. Yeah, these kind of like black swirls. I don't hate it. Funny little guy. So short. Is this the first event? No, this is the container. Right. That's the first event. So I'm going to be skipping the dialogue. And I turned off the subtitles. But as far as I'm aware, these guys are sick. Got the M4 competition. Coupe. Oh, the big sniffer. Hey, you know, people were hard on it. It's grown on me. It's also grown on the car. Gets bigger every year. The do you fart grill? God. I thought I was going to hit that wall for sure. Eight gears and you still can't shift your priorities. Honestly, though, like, turning off dialogue, playing my own music, has just kind of changed this game into a chill cruiser. Just hanging out. Woo! Shit. Until I crash. Oh, well, okay. Body kit time. I do like this body kit, though. Hi. Suki got one as well. It's not as cool. It's not licensed. I like that they gave him eyebrows. And the orange is a nice color. It honestly is just nice to know that, like, modern cars are still getting body kits. Even if, like, modern cars are not affordable at all. But that, like, the modding scene still exists for them, you know? Because I feel like when I think of car modding culture, a lot of it is idolizing specific cars from specific eras. Even if you're not, like, an oldies boomer, there are still a few cars that are specific in your mind when you think of, like, car mods and modification. But, like, these companies are still cranking out kits for, like, new releases. At the same time, it's still very funny to think about the idea that car companies are dropping body kits for, like, crossovers. Because that's the only cars that people make. Seen a body kit for the new Prius. Where there's a will, there's a way. If you can wide body it, somebody will. Ooh. Looks pretty slick base. Honestly, like, cars have come so far. I can't unequip parts because my inventory is so full. I do wish there was an option to just mass deconstruct or to, you know, specifically pick you know, like dismantle all greens, all blues, you know? This shit is tedious. I also need to go through the street tier 2 cars here. And yeah, like, car design has come a long way. Even, like, arguably mid vehicles look sick. I am a huge fan of whatever the fuck is going on with the new Elantra. I've seen a few in my neighborhood, and they are really interesting. I'll pop up a window here. I'll use the N as an example, because, like, the N series is sick. I love whatever's going on here. with the body panels and like the kind of low poly vibe. That spoiler is dumb. I will just say that. If I had an Elantra N, I think I would look into seeing if somebody's made a ducktail. Because a ducktail would really suit the car. But I love how the lines flow. And how, like, angular it is while still being aerodynamic. Still being